Hey everybody, how's it going? I just wanted to say that I'm about 5 days on testosterone today. It is January 25th, Wednesday in the morning. Um, I've had absolutely no changes. The one thing I would say about my shot was that I was sore. After I did it, I was fine the entire day. I didn't feel anything. I was so surprised the shot didn't hurt. The needle was so small, all that kind of stuff. And then the next day when I woke up, I was also fine, but towards the end of that day, I just kind of felt like I'd worked out. My muscle, there was absolutely no surface bruising, but my muscle inside my leg, it kind of just felt like I'd worked out, and I was a little bit sore for 2 days, I'd say, and then it went away. So, yeah, and I would say that was the only effect that I've noticed as far as my body goes, because nothing's really changed. And I didn't expect it to. I was joking with people a bunch about how things would. But then I woke up this morning and I noticed that I was feeling like I needed to clear my throat a little bit. Like it felt like there was something in my throat, which I then realized. You know how when you feel like you need to clean your throat, it's because you feel like you're not speaking at the correct tone. And then I realized it was because maybe my voice changed this morning, and it does sound a little different. Um, I went to read in one of my first classes. She asked me to read a passage, and I read it, and I just heard it like reverberating differently. So I'm not sure how deep it's gonna get, but it's really, really interesting to me um, that it's done something at the 6 day point. So yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do. As far as body goes, muscle changes, nothing. I mean, I can't really tell, but I looked in the mirror and yeah, I don't really see anything. Um, what else? As far as first classes go, all of my professors have been great. They've all called me Seth. Um, and obviously, I should tell you guys, I emailed my professors. I said, hello, this is Seth John. Well, I won't say my last name. But yeah, I just said, hey, this is Seth, because I changed my name from Emmett to Seth, because I found that Emmett was very, very close with my birth name, which made it very hard for my parents to communicate with me without using female pronouns, because they used to call me M before and after. So yeah, and then not only just like that kind of a change in family and other people's expectations, but personally, um, whenever I introduced myself as Emmett, or whenever I shook people's hands, or if they went to spell my name on something, they'd always spell it wrong and say it wrong, and I don't know. I just felt like I needed. Most of the men in my family have a single syllable name. Actually, all of the men in my family have a single syllable name. So I just thought about the future, and as far as like, what it'd be like to walk into an interview and be like, hello, my name is, and Seth just really seemed to fit. And it came from my mother, actually. We talked about renaming me at dinner a couple of times, and she was like, yeah, here's some suggestions, and Seth just seemed to be good, so. And it's a good Jewish boy name. So yeah, I picked it, and I emailed all my professors, and it's been interesting because on campus people are so used to yelling out like, hey, Emmett, and now like I emailed 70 students on this campus who I thought would be able to handle the information, who aren't close friends, but are people I see at parties or on campus. So that has helped. So everybody knew, and Facebook also helped because I changed my name on there, and therefore everybody could see it. And so people asked, the first thing when we met, when I came to campus, and I just clarified it. So yeah, I definitely think that people in my classes who I was in courses with previously are a little confused when the professors read the roll and say Seth, and I'm like here, because I'm pretty sure they remember either professors calling me by my birth name or calling me Emmett last semester. So last year, I should say. I wasn't here last semester. So yeah, but it's great to have been to Paris because it's a fresh start, and I can come back and kind of be that new kid, which did feel incredibly awkward. The first 2 days, I just didn't recognize any faces, and then I realized that's because they were all freshmen. Um, so yeah, what is strange for me is being on the East Coast. I can't really judge by the East Coast kind of thing, but I definitely felt like my high school and the size of guys, because we weren't a sports high school, it wasn't a place where athletes flocked, and so you didn't have that huge gene pool of gigantic guys at your school, so it definitely feels different to be at a college where there are athletic jocks all over the place. And I'm sitting in front of a couple in my math course, and it doesn't feel like I am not passing. I just feel like I look different than other males, and like I know that if I just feel like I want to know what people think of me by seeing me, and what people have been telling me recently, when I bring up that concern that I'm not physically anywhere near their size, muscular and facially and whatever. My friends have just reminded me that people are very self-absorbed, and hopefully, that's helping me a little bit because they're not really paying attention to what I look like. So, yeah, and of course, it is like 6 days on testosterone, so things will slowly evolve, and it's good that it's gradual because people probably won't notice, but in a way that they will because my voice will drop. So, yeah. See what I mean about the voice thing? Anyway, um, yeah, so I just wanted to make a video because I felt like something had finally changed. So that's it. And I am looking forward to. I'm not doing my shot on Thursday. I had my first shot on a Thursday because that was my appointment. But she said that, if I want to shift my weekly shot to a different day, that's more, I don't know, plausible for me and better with my schedule, I could do that by shifting it one day at a time. So this Friday, I'll be doing my shot, then next Saturday, then Sunday, and then I'll finally be able to move it to Monday, which is the day I prefer because I don't have many classes on that day. Lots of time, I won't be running off anywhere and trying to do a shot and run out the door to class. So yeah, I'll be moving my shots to Mondays. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video, and I hope everybody's doing well. Feel free to message me, comment, chat, whatever. Alright, bye guys.